It's been a year since I bought the Bose SoundSport first generation, and I have used it every day, and I love it, but there are things that I also didn't like about Bose's first take on a fully wireless earphone. Let's start with the sound quality. It's very good, it's Bose, so I compare it to my personal headphone and the QC35, and what I found are the earphone are tuned dynamically, the vocal and treble are clean, perhaps too clean or tinny in some song, which is annoying having high pitch in my ears. The sound signature is kinda like Bose QC35 without the high pitch. So if you like Bose sound, you'll love this earphone. Don't get me wrong, this is still a very great sounding earphone. 3 of my other friends adores the sound. They say it was one of the best sound that came from earphone or even headphone they've ever heard. The sound stage are not as big as a headphone, but it's pretty big for an earphone. The bass are very well controlled, unlike other earphones where the bass are just mushy. The amp and DAC are exceptional. The background noise or hisses are nowhere to be found. And unlike other earphones, if the volume is turned up to 100%, all the bass, vocals, and trebles are still very clear. The battery doesn't seem to degrade at all. It's been a year, and I've used it every day since I bought it. And the battery life is good. One charge lasts for me about 1.5 to 2 days, or 4 to 6 hours of listening at the volume of 70%. And how long does it take to charge? No idea, because I charge it every night before I go to bed. The Bluetooth connectivity is great. I can leave my MacBook or my iPhone on my table and go to the bathroom, kitchen, or around 6 to 10 meters with 2 to 3 walls, a very impressive range. And the app is still okay. You can change the name of the earphone, connect or disconnect to a certain device, and software updates, which is actually pretty cool for an earphone. Now to the negative part and some criticism that Bose really need to fix. I really wish that they would find a better solution for the design. It's been a year and the adhesive are pretty much gone. The adhesive started to peel off about 7 months after I used it. First it was the power button. Maybe the next generation they would relocate the power button to the volume controller like the Quad Control 30 noise cancellation wireless earphone. I do wear this in the rain because it is weather resistant, but now I'm not so sure, thinking that a drop of water would slip in through the small gap and break it. One day after school I found this. The adhesive has broken off, and now there's always going to be a hole that a drop of water can potentially break the earphone. And if you intend to wear this in the rain, you wouldn't want any water or any water droplet into this hole, well, these holes, because these are the air intake for the bass, and if you blocked it or the water gets in, there won't be any bass at all, literally no bass. The first time I encountered this problem, I thought my earphone was broken, but it took about 2 hours for the water to completely evaporate and restore the sound completely. This little piece of silicone stopped the cable from kinking, came loose as you can see, which is not a big problem, but I would love for it to be more durable and, you know, attached. Okay, now let's make our way to the middle of the earphone. That little clip might not look like much, but this little piece of plastic could save you from losing your earphone. Sadly, the thin layer of plastic doesn't last very long. First, the cable became soft and slippery, at which point the clip would just slip off the cable. And that's no problem. What I did was apply 2 layers of duct tape, and both things stay in place happily. Then the plastic started to crack, which is concerning a bit, and I'm not the only one who has this problem. But they do sell replacement clip for a low price. Now let's talk about things I encountered every day. I do find myself stop listening to the earphone after 15 to 25 minutes because it gave me a bit of pain in my ears, and especially when your ear is dry and the silicone ear tip just make it worse. And if you use a Q-tip every day, your ear would bleed. So try to avoid using the earphone as much as possible because it is quite bad for your ear. But hey, you can't use a headphone or a speaker in every situation, so the earphone has its place. Overall, this is a great earphone with a great sound and the freedom of wireless. And if you don't mind the adhesive disappearing and don't intend to wear this in heavy rain, this earphone would be a perfect wireless earphone for you. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like it, dislike it, dislike it. If you have any comments, just comment down below and I'll answer it. Bye.